Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm going to show you how I prepare and edit my photos for Instagram. So I thought it might be a little bit interesting so you can see a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on and hopefully learn something as well. And today's video is sponsored by Zuii Organic, which is a company that is certified organic and has beautiful products, body care, makeup, as well as tanning products, which I will show you in the video. But they are all paraben and chemical free, and they also are cruelty free and vegan friendly, which is obviously right up my alley. And upon using these products now, I'm like, how can you ever not want to tan yourself? Like, it takes like such a short amount of time for like the greatest rewards. So that's definitely how I'm feeling about it at the moment. But anyway, I will tell you a bit more about the products in the video and hopefully learn something. If you do enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up and obviously subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get cracking into the vid. So some of you guys might have noticed that I have been in Fiji for the last, I was there for 11 days, so it was a good break and it was a good chance to go over there and actually spend some time there as on holiday rather than living there and working there, which was really nice. And I went with my family and Simon was already there and I got to see Nugget and it was amazing. So obviously, like, being over there, I wanted to get some content because it's such a beautiful place and there's a good backdrop and everything. And but obviously being in New Zealand and it has been winter and I was very pale and didn't really fit this like Fiji aesthetic, so I decided that I was going to fake tan because I actually don't like to bake in the sun. I'm very protective of my skin and I'm always like pro sunscreen and just keeping out of the sun. So I took along my Zuii Organic products and tanned myself in preparation for the Instagram photos and stuff, which I know might seem like quite extra, but it's kind of what you have to do to get the good shots. I didn't want to like take shots and be all like fair and not fitting the part. So first off, I'm going to show you the Certified Organic Flora Moisturizing Body Wash. So it's a soap-free formula and it won't strip your skin because of that, and it also has essential oils in it, so it is going to hydrate your skin. It also smells really, really delicious. It has like a citrus and vanilla smell, but it's not too overpowering. So I'm just using that with my tan exfoliating mitt. So you can use the mitt to achieve like a smooth base prior to your application, or you can use it to remove an existing tan that you've had on for a wee while and you want to scrub and apply a fresh tan. So it also helps with circulation. It reduces cellulite and getting rid of ingrown hairs as well, which can also be like very infuriating. So this is a really good like mitt applicator to have in your collection. So I'm just scrubbing down my body and making sure to scrub my elbows and knees, which are like the really dry parts of my body and my skin, and just getting all the dead skin cells off so that when the tan does go on, it's really, really smooth and even. So after I've done that, just going to jump out, obviously rinse all of that off. I start with moisturizing the dry spots. So as I talked about before, my knees and elbows. So these are patches where the tan might actually stick to a little bit more, and you know, you might get more pigment there, which is not ideal. So I actually pop a tiny bit of moisturizer both on the elbows and the knees, and then I just rub any leftovers into my hands and wrists, because I do feel sometimes, even though you like, you know, just use a light layer over top of your hands, it can look really like it can still catch in the folds of your skin. So I'm just gonna cut there and just show you today. Like, this is, I tanned yesterday and I did the same thing. So I just rubbed a little bit of the moisturizer into my hands, and then I avoid like the big heavy streaking and things on my wrists, and I feel like it looks quite even from my hands down to my arms, obviously where it connects. So that's a little tip I have. Hopefully that might help you out the next time that you're tanning. So then we go in with the hero product, which is the Certified Organic Flora Self Tanning Foam, and this is a vegan friendly organic product. And so what I do to apply the tan is I pump the product onto the Zuii applicator mitt and smooth it over my skin in sections, because I want to have like a seamless application. So I find that working in sections means fewer streaks, so I also use like swift sweeping motions to make sure that all the product is rubbed in evenly, and that the guide applicator like color that's on there, you can actually see it's all smooth and there's no lines in there. So there are 4 shades available, so there's light, medium, dark and ultra dark, and I went for the dark shade, which I prefer because I mean it's still quite tan for me, but it's not like overpoweringly tan, where with my blonde hair it just looks super unnatural. And if you want a deeper tan, you can apply a second coat as well, but I find that 1 coat in the dark is definitely enough for me, and I'm pretty like on the light side when I haven't seen any sun at all. And you can wash it off after 2 to 6 hours, and I generally leave mine for about 6 hours because I want to make sure that it is actually like the deepest that it's going to go and that it's going to last a long time. So this product says that it lasts up to 10 days, and I was a little bit skeptical at first, but honestly wearing it, I can completely agree with that. Like I came back from Fiji after applying it, and I'd been swimming in the sea, swimming in pools, and when I came back from Fiji I still had my tan on. It didn't go patchy, it was just like faded, yes, but it was still beautiful, and that was over a week later, and I just think it was so awesome that it had lasted so well. So I feel like for the time you invest actually applying the tan, which might be, I don't know, half an hour or so for like putting it on and, you know, preparing for it, it's actually totally worth it if you get, you know, up to 10 days of wear with it. So I thought it is pretty amazing, and definitely recommend that you guys check it out. Now I'm just putting some gradual tan face water on. So this is a product that just helps your face gradually tan, rather than putting on the deep tan straight away onto your face. They also do an organic makeup range, which I had seen on a couple of websites. So I did my foundation and concealer, and then I applied the Certified Organic Flora Powder Contour Bronzer. This is matte, which I prefer when I'm bronzing, and it's very easy to blend, so you can apply more if you do need to. So, and then this is the stunning Certified Organic Flora Powder Glow Highlighter. And I like to use it on both my face and my body, so it helps make my collarbones and my cheeks pop. Obviously, like when you're doing photos, you want to like bring forward those areas and look a little bit more glam and like glowy, so it's such a stunning product. And I just wanted to pop in again and show you guys, like I'm wearing them today, and the highlighter is so pretty. Like it's just so beautiful, and the bronzer is not too orange or too intense, so it's definitely like a beautiful combination if you are looking for like a really like glowy highlighter. It's so nice. So the last product that I use when I am prepping for photos is some sort of body luminizing product so that my skin looks really glowy and smooth in the photos. And this one is the Certified Organic Floral Luminizer Cream, which has ingredients like bamboo juice, green tea and chamomile extract. So it's super hydrating for the skin, and it smells like roses. It's a stunning product, it's so pretty, and it just helps make your skin look so nice in photos. So definitely like check that one out. I love it so much, and the smell is just so divine. Alright guys, so now I'm going to insert the part where we shot the photos. So these are so funny, and it was like, I think really interesting for my mum to kind of see. Like she takes some of my photos sometimes if she's around, but Simon usually takes my photos if I need like a person to do it. And so he was taking the photos, and Mum was like filming me posing and Simon shooting. So you can kind of see in these clips, like they're quite funny. But you sort of, I wanted you guys to see this so that you can sort of think outside the box a little bit, because yeah, you can get your beautiful shots with the scenery in the background, but you also, you know, you can think, like for instance the one with I've already put on my Instagram, I'll insert it here so you can have a look. It's actually like standing on the car with a palm tree behind, and it was just kind of getting the right angle for the shot. And yeah, it's so funny to like think about, like you can see like how you get the shot as opposed to the actual shot, which is like so much 100 times better than what it looks like. But anyway, so I am going to put that in here for you guys to have a wee look at it and a wee chuckle, and hopefully you think that's funny, because I definitely do. Okay, so now I'm going to insert my phone here. So this is the first time I've tried to record my screen and put it on the video, so hopefully it works really well. But I'm just going to talk you through how I edit the photos, so hopefully this is helpful to you. So I'm going to pick this photo here. So I had a bit of a hard time trying to decide which one to pick, but I think this one is quite a cool shot and my tan looks really pretty, and you know, like it's kind of cool with like the dress and the sunnies and stuff, and obviously the background. So I'm going to choose that one. So I'm just going to go to Facetune first. So this is what I generally do. So I'm just going to pick from favorites and then pick the shot. So it's just one here, maximum size, because I don't want to lose any of the quality. I'm just going to turn this right up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Cool. So I mean, because the sun isn't on my face, my skin is a little bit bumpy, so I'm going to smooth that out because it's showing like every sin on my face. So I'm just going to like quickly smooth that out. But I mean, you can see the highlighter popping through there on my nose, so that's good. I don't like feel like I'm hiding the highlighter, which is pretty cool. And then you can, like, generally it depends on how your skin's looking. Like I might just smooth a little bit there by my elbow, but I mean my skin does look pretty smooth there already, which is cool. Smooth a little bit on the chest where the necklaces have kind of rubbed a wee little bit, and yeah, like you don't have to do much. You can kind of just smooth a little bit. Depends how like natural you want it to be, or unnatural obviously. So I'm just gonna tap the like tick button. And so over there when I saw Nugget, he did scratch me a lot when he saw me because he was quite excited to see me. So you would have probably seen that in the tanning video as well, that I had quite a few scratches and bruises and stuff on me. So I'm just going to use the patch tool to start taking that out, because I want this photo to be really nice. It is about a tanning product and I want that to show it off and not just be like, you know, you notice stuff like my scratches and stuff from Nugget. So I've just like taken that out, and there's also a bruise here on my arm, which I'm just going to like start using the patch tool to kind of like, I'll just, yeah, like take it out a wee bit so it's not obvious, because I don't want, yeah, as I said, the attention to go on there and it's not relevant at all. So I'm just gonna do that. Let me just hopefully can get that right, the colours. I mean, this is stuff you guys might not actually notice in the photos, but for me I prefer to like, you know, put my best foot forward at all times. So yeah, I'm just going to accept that. And then over those areas where I did remove the scratch, I'm just going to go over that with the smooth tool so it's just a bit more blended in. So yeah, it looks like, you know, like I didn't really do anything. And then I'm going to get the details tool and just kind of bring out the details that I like maybe my jewellery, the sunglasses, and then like, you know, some parts of the dress. And then, is there anything else I need to do there? I don't think there really is, which is quite cool. Maybe I would use the whiten tool and just go over my hair slightly, because I had been in the water, so it's a little bit more yellow than obviously it is in, like normally. So I can just do that a wee bit and then just tap the tick, and then I'm just going to save that to camera roll. So I've done that. Then I'm going to go to VSCO or VSCO, I'm not really sure how you say it. And so I'm just going to add in that photo, so it just comes up as the like next photo to import. And I've actually, if you go to the edit button here, I've got some presets saved in here already that I've used in the past. And so I usually go with this this one here, and obviously now at like full volume, this is C7, it looks very orange, and obviously I don't want to look orange in this photo because my tan isn't orange, and I don't want people to think that my tan is orange. So I'm just going to take that down so there is a little bit of warmth in my skin, but it still looks you know, like not orange, as I said before. So this is just to kind of fit the aesthetic for my page and make sure that everything looks cohesive and the colours look cohesive, and I wanted people to kind of get that warm, vibrant feeling of Fiji through the image. So that's what I'm doing for that. So I'm just taking that down to 3.1. I mean, you could be anal and go like 3. I don't really care about that stuff, but yeah, just accept that. Also with the exposure, this preset that I have is set to like minus like 1, so I'm just going to take it back up to 0 because it does kind of darken it. You could even like maybe take it up a wee bit, maybe just over. And so I'm going to save that now. So that also has added a bit of a grain to it as well, which I like because it kind of just gives it a bit more of like a unique feeling. And then I'm going to go into Afterlight, and I'm going to obviously pick my image I've just edited, and I'm going to add some dust, which adds a bit more texture to the image. So it kind of looks a little bit more retro. It's not so like perfect, which I prefer. And then I've just like, you can kind of choose which dust filter you like. These ones are quite nice with the like little I don't know what they're called, like dirty marks on it, but it kind of just makes them look quite cool and just a little bit different. So I don't want it to appear like I've got like dotty skin or anything like that, so I won't be doing anything too intense like that one, obviously, like that's just too much. But yeah, so I don't know, I might pick this one and then just take it down a wee bit. No, I don't want that one. I'm trying to pick. Maybe just that, because it's quite subtle and like pretty. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of a lens flare of some description, so you can kind of like choose. I mean, you don't want to go overboard, it depends on your aesthetic, but sometimes I like to have these because they just add something a little bit extra into it. So I'm just kind of going through, but I kind of like these like rainbow ones, and I'm just gonna like put that over here. Maybe we should do it over here. And then just take it down like a wee bit so it's not as intense, but it's kind of just quite pretty on the side there. Or do I want it here? It's still quite intense. That's cool. And then yeah, I'm just gonna save it next and save it, and that is how I edit my photos. So I am going to upload this picture when I post this video. So you should hopefully see the picture first and then come and watch this video and know how to edit it. So yeah, hopefully that's the plan and that's how it goes. But yeah, I hope that you learned something today, that you enjoyed it and it was a little bit different, something yeah, behind the scenes, which, you know, I love to see that stuff. I especially enjoy Tashi Tink's YouTube. I will link it below, where she teaches like all of this stuff. I've learned heaps of stuff from her, and yeah, hopefully it gives you a little bit more of like a an inside look, I guess, into how I shoot for Instagram, and obviously how I prep and do my makeup and everything, because it is pretty important. You know, like we do want to look the part in the gram, so yeah, it's all about aesthetics really. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. As I said earlier, that this video is sponsored by Zuii Organic, so I will post all of their links below. I definitely recommend you guys go and check them out, and I will be enjoying my tan for the next up to 10 days. I'm thinking it's going to be quite long, because I won't be swimming and stuff in the next, you know, obviously I'll be showering and stuff, but I won't be swimming. So I'll be enjoying that, and hopefully catch you on the next video. Of course, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more content like that. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.